Hey, my name is Danna. I'm a therapist in Philadelphia, and I've been practicing for about 20 years. And lately, in conjunction with figuring out my own neurodiversity, I've been trying to sort of decolonize and deconstruct my thinking around how neurodivergent people need therapy and what is therapy for neurodivergent people. And it's kind of burst the whole thing wide open for me. And I wanted to share some pieces of the process that I've realized. So one, the fundamental question that we're sort of armed with as therapists, which is, how are you feeling about that? Or what do you make of that? Seems to produce a significant amount of anxiety and panic in neurodivergent clients. One, it totally negates the way alexithymia operates, which is the difficulty with articulating emotion. And a lot of emotion is experienced more bodily through the nervous system, through sensory experiences. And there are so many better questions to ask than how are you feeling? Because for the neurodivergent client, that feels like so indirect, so confusing, and so opaque. Another thing I've learned is that I had sort of felt like the therapeutic mechanism of change, which is something I'm sort of obsessed with, is saying things out loud, just the relief of saying things out loud, that once something gets said out loud, there's profound relief. And I'm realizing that that is a neurotypical stance, that talking helps. It doesn't always help. And in some ways, it makes clients and people extremely anxious and uncomfortable. And they would rather draw, journal, walk and talk, bend the frame as we understand it. The therapeutic frame as we understand it right now is based on neurotypical needs. And to problematize that through the lens of neurodiversity is to kind of turn the entire thing on its head. And I'm going to keep talking about the ways that that's true. But instead of thinking through the lens of the creation of insight or the articulation of feelings that have never been said before, I'm thinking much more along the lines now of corrective emotional experiences, which we have so much room to provide as therapists for clients that could actually create some healing and ultimately the goal, unmasking.